guys, Dion here, welcome back to my channel. Before we get into the video, guys, I just want to remind you to make sure that you hit that subscribe button so you get more videos in the future, just like it says down below. But anyways, so this here is basically just a image shot of a house that I saw online that I really thought was really cool looking and wanted to try and build myself. So I'm not going to explain what part I saw at first, but basically I think this is a pretty cool build. Now the outside is pretty plain, it's kind of boring, but you know what? I kind of like it, I kind of like that it is like that because it just kind of makes the inside seem a whole lot better. Now, I mean, I'll probably give you a hint of what show this was, but basically there's this new show on Netflix called Amazing Interiors. Basically the premise of the show is just, boring outside, cool looking inside. So the outside is still not boring. You didn't want to give it some pizzazz, a little bit of something something, but the inside design concept I find pretty cool. So that's what we did. So basically, you have half of the house which is actually usable for every single story. So it's a 3-story house, and then the other part is just living space, which I think is pretty cool. But then just the walls there is gonna be all windows, so it's gonna be a little different, little something something, but I think it really works. Now, even though this house is only 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, you can get 6 Sims in this house. It could be a little bit of a challenge, but you know what? That's okay. We can figure it out. I mean, you could probably get even more Sims to live in this house because there is actually a lot of space for living space itself, because we even have a gym in this house, and we also have a huge open wide office area, which you could easily just enclose, but they don't really get that funky kind of effect that you normally would. And now in the picture, or in the screenshot really that I saw, they only had the bedrooms on, I believe, the top floor, just because those are the only floors with curtains on them. In this case, I did use the top floor as kind of the master ensuite area, and then we have the second floor as bedrooms, and then the last floor is really just living common space. You would probably want to call it. That's about it. Also, if you guys hear this noise throughout the video, I don't know if you heard it, but the clicks, it's just aloe vera, because I went camping this weekend and I got bit a couple times, so just gotta get something on those bites so I don't scratch the living heck out of them, because scars freaking suck. So for the outside, I could not figure out what I want to do, how I want to make it look, and we just kind of experimented a little bit. Some ideas not so well, and also kind of just the whole window aspect of this house was kind of difficult as well, because I didn't want anything to match, but then I didn't want the whole front to be glass paned window either, because that's what you want the inside wall to be, because that's going to be kind of the wow factor of the house. I did love those new windows that we got with the Seasons pack. I absolutely loved them, so I had to use them somewhere, so we did use them on the top floor, I believe, or the middle floor. Just the top floor has them, yes. So we have one in the master bedroom, one in the master bath, and then just one across the wall there, just kind of bring in more light and kind of give that give the illusion that there's lots of light flowing down to the house, and not just kind of how it stops on one level, which kind of drives me crazy just a little bit. I do also wish those big plants were able to be flower planters. I think that would be pretty cool as well, but unfortunately, again, we don't have that option. It is just what it is. But yeah, I mean, it is, like I said, pretty simple build. We do get a kind of a carport here going idea. Wasn't too sure what I want to do with the whole front yard kind of look, because I don't want to say boring, because it's not, but I want to keep it very plain. Not really plain, but simple, I guess, is the better word for it. Other than that, because no other word really works that well, to be honest. But yeah, so just basically threw in a little bit of ferns, a little bit here and there, and then we just kind of get an arbor kind of feel. I want to do kind of the one arbor kind of feel that I did in this Seasons house build. I want to do that as well, but unfortunately, because we have a foundation on this house, I was not able to do that, which kind of sucks, but you know what? That is okay. I figured it out. But we kind of get like that same idea, but basically different. And then this area won't be livable or usable or anything. I just kind of use it for like storage idea, and that's about it, because it is what it is. You know, it's a garage. It's kind of old and dark and plain, basically. And then we do put in kind of the backyard area at the very end, just kind of make it feel a little bit more useful, not useful, but make it actually have a purpose to it. Because, I mean, nothing drives me a little bit nuts when I have my own, family that I'm playing with, and there's just nothing they can do outside. It's like they're always stuck outside. The kids need to go outside and play. They gotta get off the electronics. And I was trying to do some weird table move to make it work, and it just was not working. So yeah, just pretend I did not do that weird thing. But yeah, like, it just drives me nuts how kids aren't outside how they used to be. Like, when I was a kid, like, don't get me wrong, like, I love my share video games, okay? Like, I will play them whenever I feel like it, but like at the same time, it's like kids gotta get out, enjoy like nature, and they need to fall off of trees, get scratched, break a leg, like do crazy things that are fun but safe, but like don't spend all day inside playing video games and watching TV, okay? Like, I have very two opposite ends where I'll be like, I'm going to just play video games, I'm not gonna go outside, and this day's just like, man, I wish I could just go outside, be a kid again, you know, swing from trees or whatever we used to do. I mean, nowadays it's like, if parents be like, oh no, my child can't climb that tree because he's gonna hurt himself. Back in the day, it was like, oh, Timmy just fall off the roof, he'll be fine. It's like, actually, this is a really good example. I'm rambling a little bit, but that's okay, just go with me. So if you guys have ever seen Anna Green Gables, like the I don't know which version it is because there is a lot of versions, but like when I was a kid, so let's ballpark this, back in like 2000, 2001, every time I went to a grandparents' house, we'd watch Anna Green Gables, and me and my sister, and in one of the scenes, Anne was walking across a rooftop, falls off, doesn't break anything, but like sprains her ankle, but everyone's like, oh my god, Anne, she fell off, Anne, and she's like, I'll be fine, Diana, walk home with me, and just just walks away. Nowadays, if a kid falls off that, like, it's gonna be on Facebook, it's gonna be on Twitter, it's gonna be on Instagram, the news, it's gonna be like, oh, 13-year-old child got dared to walk across the roof. Now the person who dared them is, being questioned for like some stupidity. Like, it's just stupid. Just let the kids walk on rooftops. That's basically the moral of the story. But back to the build. So because we don't actually have any roofs in like the main open living room area, I did do a lot of lighting there on the wall, but like not enough lights to, kill your screen and make the white balance or whatever it's called go absolutely nuts. Just kind of like a soft lit up kind of feel, so it doesn't feel so dark. Now it doesn't really cast any light because the bottom is still like completely dark, and then we just kind of add that one little light fixture there, just like more so for art than anything. And then I was like, ooh, let's do something funky here, and I looked at it and went, nope, not good, so we just threw in some more lights there. But yeah, I just want to like kind of soften up the place, because let's say it is, night out, like you can just have those lights on, you can turn them off, or let's, for the fun sake of it, say that you can turn half of them on and off, which technically you could because they're each separate rooms. So if you only wanted one room, in quotation marks room, lit up, you could technically do that as well. So I mean, that always works. So on the right, we're going to be having the actual master bedroom just because it is bigger. And then on the left, we have the fabulous master bathroom. Now, yes, of course, the kids could actually use this bathroom because, it is like right there from the room. But, I mean, in theory, let's just pretend that it's all blocked off and only the parents could actually get to it. Now, we could have just actually added it to the room, but I did want to keep it kind of in flow with the rest of the house and kind of keeping that whole small room, squared off kind of feel. So yeah, that's what we did. We just kind of left like that. Because at first I was going to design it as 2 separate rooms, but then I was like, you know what? Let's just make it into the master bathroom because there's just not going to be enough room anywhere else to make it really fit anywhere. And I do love how it turned out. I just really wish that we had like a matching, like the sink that comes from that wine counter that we got from Seasons. I just wish that we actually had it by itself because I think that would be really cool. So we just kind of did this little funky pedestal attaching shelf thing. I mean, I've done this with kitchens before in a couple of videos, but I've never really done it in bathrooms. But you know what? I think it works, and it's kind of like this cool open concept kind of cabinet thing, and then just a little bookshelf and couch there for, let's say, the parents wanting to read at night and not wanting to bug their significant other. But yeah, and like what I do love about the master bedroom is that it is like on the smaller side, like compared to most, not to most, but like compared to most of like that to like master bedrooms that I build, because usually, you know, when I do my master bedrooms, like I'm going all out. Like it is a little bit ridiculous to what they can be, but then at the same time, like there is actually like a lot of room in this bedroom, and we still have like quite a bit of decor, I want to say. Like it's not empty, but it's not full either. Like I think it works. And that is kind of a little funky like wall wooden arch thing, like, you know, the rusty little arches that we got, I think with Get to Work, I think we got them. So I just kind of mimicked that same idea, except we used wood, which I really wish that we had like a wood option in that. And then of course, no master bedroom is complete without a little sitting area, so that's what we have, just like 2 giant pops of color. And I did leave all the walls white in this build because I really wanted it to be like the furniture that was the pop of color, I guess is the best way to say it. But I mean, there's not too much color in this house, so it's not crazy, you know, overpowered by color. The living room and office area is actually quite neutral in working with the house. Like it really matches the tones of the like wood flooring. But as for the furniture pieces and the rest of the house, I think actually work really well. And then I was going to do like a vanity kind of idea with the master bedroom, but no mirrors actually work. If we could just like downsize mirrors just a tad without getting this stupid blue kind of error look, I think would be nice, because it's frustrating. You want a smaller mirror, but you can't get a smaller mirror of the version that you like. Just saying. So on the left, yes, on the left, we're going to be having the baby room and toddler room, and then the other side will be the kid/teenagers room. So like I said, only 3 bedrooms, but like 2 Sims in each room. And the rooms actually aren't that small. Like it is a bigger house than I was originally wanting to build, but in order to get kind of that spacious but minimalistic kind of look in most rooms / idea, we almost had to go just a little bit bigger. Otherwise, I don't think it would have quite fit the way that I wanted it to. But that's okay, because honestly, I think we actually get more furniture in the teenager / kids room, but primarily I think it's just because of the way that I actually positioned the beds, because it is technically the same size as the master bedroom. Like it's not any bigger or smaller than it. So this is basically just the kid toddler room. I want to kind of make it feel a bit more lived in. I don't know how we kind of color matched the chairs and the bed. That was not planned. It just kind of happened. And then we have kind of that pinky orange dresser kind of just stick out. But you know what? That's okay. It matches the pink just a little bit. So that's why we kept it. And then just into here now, the teenager and the kids room. So I didn't want to kind of go for more purpley kind of feel, I guess you could say, to the room, which we did keep with some random tones of like darker purple, just because we don't have anything in the furniture range that actually matches that color on the bed that also matches the style. Now already the beds are completely different. Yes, I will agree to that. They are not the same style, but I think it works personally, and you know what, we just didn't change it up. And I was going to put a TV in these guys' room, but then I was like, you know what? If they get a TV, then the parents need to get a TV. So that's why we just went ahead and popped one in. And the, like, I don't know, the setup in this room, like, wasn't really quite working. But honestly, it was just because I had to just angle the TV. That was about it. Everything was just kind of too straight and kind of just one direction for me. It's just very directional, I guess is the best way to say it. So we changed it up. We changed the rug, which I also really do think it helped it. I did love that big pop of navy blue, but it was a little bit too heavy for this room, so we did change it to that gray, and I think it works out a little bit better. But yeah, so those are basically the kids' room. I mean, super, just like, I don't want to say over the, like, normal, but then, like, now that I think about it, there's a lot of pattern in that one bedroom. Like, in this bedroom we're here now, like, the other one was like, holy crap, that was a lot of color, and this was like, holy crap, there's a lot of pattern. Pattern. I feel like I'm saying that weird. Wow, I can't speak all of a sudden. That's, yeah, I'm not. Alright. I was going to say that's weird, but then I was going to screw that word up too, so I just have to stop talking. Alright, so now we are in the dining room. So, very different from the rest of the house, kind of style-wise. I love this color swatch in the chair. The one they show in the picture is not the nicest. Like, I feel like if they had done this one first, I would have used this chair earlier than now. Like, this is the first time I've used this chair in any game, like, not even my own, because I did not, I like, the sample picture, I don't think it's, like, it's not a good fit, honestly. Like, they should have done this one. Anyways, but you know, also speaking of, like, patterns and patches and swatches, and I know we're never gonna get the color wheel, and I've said this in other videos like a couple times, but I still really wish that we got a pack or just an update that was just new swatches for every single item in the game, and like just make it like more neutrals, like more neutral colors, and then a couple of like pops of color, I think, if that makes sense. So like, but then also give us things that like, or you know what, just make it so we can just choose 2 different color combinations. Like, be like, hey, here are the colors you can pick for the couch, select one and select one, but don't make like a huge color wheel, if that makes sense. Like, if you clicked it and then you went to choose the color and click on like 2, I don't know how they would like make that work, because like I don't know like how to do coding or anything like that, but I think that'd be cool, pretty cool. I'm just gonna say, like, I think they should do that. Okay, end of rant. Anyways, that was the gym, and that was the bathroom for the gym. So in the kitchen, just kind of like a larger version of a galley kitchen, just because galley kitchens are usually just like one counter space apart. I mean, this technically does still qualify as one, except not really. It's just a small kitchen in a U shape. So we do change up basically everything about this kitchen, except for the fridge. That stays that color. Now, as much as I want to get away from using this stove, I just love how it kind of fits in most things. Like, I don't know. I love the square outline of it, and it's a clean shape. It is a clean looking stove. That's all I have to say about that. And I do absolutely love this kind of blue color in the kitchen. It just really kind of gets that kind of pop color that, you know, I was just really wanting for this build, because it was, in my opinion, kind of starting to go downhill a little bit, and, you know, getting the color that I actually want it to be. Now, I was planning on putting in a washer and dryer, and then I completely forgot when I got to the kitchen, so we are able to just actually pop it in. So like right here I get it in, because I was like, oh crap, I still need to get a washer and dryer into this build. Now it kind of looks annoying to have the glass and then the washer right there, but honestly it doesn't really affect much. I didn't notice it when I was kind of looking through the windows when I was in the living room furnishing it, but you know, it works. It does okay. And then also I almost forgot to get a door to go outside as well, so we just kind of have to pop that in, and then we have to get the skill activity, or not the skill activity board, but like the family calendar, I guess you can call that. I don't really know. I haven't actually played Seasons and used that object in the game, so I assume that you can look at the monthly calendar for your Sims in there as well. I don't know. It makes sense. I don't know if they would have changed, you know, some of the purposes of this board now that seasons came out. I mean, I could see them kind of leaving it as is, but it'd be cool if they did change it, you know, to kind of just work a little bit more cohesively with seasons. I think would have been nice. But yeah, and then I was like, oh crap, we need to get color in the gym as well. So we just kind of popped that painting in there. But yeah, I mean, pretty simple. And then I was like, oh, we need to get a TV in the kitchen as well, just because I know some people actually do have these, you know, like the small old school TVs where, you know, you can watch the news or listen to the radio or just kind of, you know, relax as you're cooking dinner or, I don't know, drinking coffee in the morning. And then, of course, you have to get a radio in there as well. So if you want to listen to music, you can listen to music. Even though nowadays you can listen to music off of your TV, but, you know, that's neither here nor there because this is still The Sims. You can't do that. And then just kind of changing up the shelving here just to make it all match and actually make sense within the house. But yeah, I mean, that's basically the kitchen. Of course, you have to get a rug because I put rugs in every room, but why not? Because it works, and it works fabulously. But yeah. Now, what does suck is that I don't know what happened, but while I was recording this, something glitched out in what I use to actually record The Sims, and I kind of lost a small chunk of it. You didn't miss much because a lot of it was just kind of me rearranging it, so that is the good news. So you technically didn't miss anything. I just kind of placed down a fireplace and a rug, and that was it. Everything else is basically the same. And then in order to get hanging lights and kind of not kill the illusion that they're floating in midair, I just kind of use those shopping fences. I think it's actually called like, oh, look through the window shopping fence or something, to kind of just give the illusion that there's like kind of tracks coming off the ceiling. And then, of course, making it like it's a support system as well, having the one going across the, I guess, the width of the house, or the length. I guess that would be the length of the house, and then one attaching that from the side of the house, which would be the width. Because if you're facing the house, that's the width. Yeah. So, even though it's a square in the long run, so we have one basically the width and one bar running the width and one bar running the length. I don't know why I find that so confusing. But basically this is just the living room. Very basic, like I said, very neutral colors in this living room. And I was thinking as well we should get like a wall of plants, but then I was like, you know what? 4 is too much, but not having nothing there is not an option either. So I was like, ooh, maybe we can cover the bottoms with it, make it kind of like a kind of a covered bench, but I was like, no, that's not gonna work either. So we just get these two tables here connected to you and just kind of add in more shelving, basically was the idea behind it. And I do want to leave space in this house as well, because when it does turn into whatever season or celebration holiday that you're celebrating at that moment, I want it there to be room for, you know, like the Christmas trees and the presents, or like any objects really that you need in that house to make that holiday work. So that is also why I left a lot of space in the recreational kind of living room office area, so you could indeed do just that. And then I'm really into like the gardening right now, just because how they updated it and making it so much more easier. I do go ahead and I place down these beautiful flower planters, and then because I did have the career unlock cheat on, I did also drop down some flower plant kind of packets that you normally can't get unless you actually level up your sim. So that should be there for you to use in game. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't see why it wouldn't be, but that way you can use them from the start, and you know, if you want to kind of advance your garden from the get-go, you can. So now we're just going to screenshot. So now we have the front of the house. It does really look like a greenhouse, but I love it. This is the view with all the glass windows. Absolutely love it. I think it's pretty cool. We have the master bedroom, and then we have the master bathroom. Love the little pedestal sink things that I did. I don't know, I think it works. And then we have the toddler baby room with our 3-tier lighting chandelier. I think it's pretty cool. And then we have the teen and child's bedroom, so just a couple of shots there so we can see everything. And then we have the dining room downstairs, and then we do have that extra chair ready, so when our baby grows into toddler, we already have a chair. And then we have the gym, and then we have the kitchen. But yeah, so that's basically it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell so you get notifications when my videos come out. And don't forget to leave your thoughts, comments, ideas down below so I know what you guys want to see next. And I will be uploading another episode of the Playing Through History soon. And hopefully, I swear, if you love that Cinderella series, it's still coming. Anyways, guys, hope you have a great day. And I'll talk to you all soon.